Yes, legends, what is happening? So in this video, I'm going to walk you through why I use Nutracheck instead of Myfitnesspal, why I preach it to my clients a lot more after using it for a few months now. So if you don't know what Nutracheck is a tracking tool, just like Myfitnesspal, to make sure that you understand what you're consuming. Again, it can help you stick to your numbers like glue. So if I share my phone, you'll be able to see calorie counter, which is the other name for Nutracheck. On here, the four main things that I use this for are because of the following. Number one is because of the pictures. I know that sounds really simple, but pictures are just so more. I just like to see what I'm consuming. I'm the type of person who eats the dinner in the light. I can't eat food in the dark, all that sort of stuff. But if I type in something that I have on a regular basis, like Aldi chicken mince, it'll come up with the 5% mince. It'll give me the option for 100 grams as a quarter of packet or specific weight. And again, obviously, I just add that to whatever it is to the lunch. That's number one. It's nice and simple. Number two, it links to is the accuracy of tracking. So one of the things that people struggle with Myfitnesspal especially is people can add whatever they want. They can go on there and search for one thing and it'll give you a million different options. And people get really overwhelmed. And based on statistics, a nutritionist usually is off with their tracking by around 20%. Females are usually off by around 50%. So you can see how easy it is to mistrack or not be too accurate with your tracking. So nice and simple. If I search for like a Starbucks latte with skim milk, which is something that is it gone? Picture change. Let's go semi-skimmed. There's only one option for semi-skimmed milk latte, and then it breaks it down into four options, which is obviously the sizes. So I think this is American, so it gives me four sizes. But basically, there's no other option. Like you can't go and find this Starbucks latte option. This is it. So the accuracy is a lot better with that. Obviously, same can be said with like what I found really cool is like people often will say it's toast instead of like bread and butter, which I assume you should. Well, I think you should do separately. People see there one slice of toast with butter and it adds it together again, which is really, really handy. The other thing for people like me who track it individually is if you search for butter, salted butter, it'll give you the type of spread it is. So is it a thin spread, a medium spread, or a thick spread? So you look at your toast and be like, again, visually, what does that look like? And then you just compare it to what you've got here. Nice and easy. Again, absolute game changer in terms of tracking accuracy. The last two things that I think, again, there's lots of other options for this, but the two things that I use a lot is week view. So Myfitnesspal has a week view, but again, I just think it's a bit not user friendly. This one basically gives me the numbers that I need for calories. So as you can see here, my week view, orange is the goal for the day. Again, I'll tell you how that looks in a second. Blue is what I've actually consumed so far. And then the green, is what I've had left over. So I've had 5,500 calories left over so far for my weekly target. And again, that's really, really good to see and see, if you go over one day, pull them back another day, where you're at on average, because that's all we're really after. We're not too bothered about the day to day. It's more about the weekly averages that we are after. Number four is what's called easier days. So easier days is really, really cool. So again, we genetically set out our calories on a daily basis. As I say, a daily basis of 2,750 is what I'm on at the moment, and that equates to 19,250 for the week, for the total week. But say on Saturday or Sunday, I want a little bit more food. Saturday, I'm going on for a meal. Sunday, I've got a long run, and I need to refuel. I can press Saturday and Sunday and it'll tweak the calories for me. So it'll give me higher calories on them easier days and it'll drop the calories down on the lower days to make sure that I'm still hitting that weekly target of 19,250. So the way that I think about this is most people sort of do this where they have 3 higher days generally because of the weekend and then 4 boring days, I call them, because of work. So if you know that Monday to Thursday is pretty dull in terms of you just get at the computer all day, you're just getting work done, you don't really think about food, it's just fuel at that time, and you want a little bit of fun on the Friday and Saturday, for example, then you can tweak your calories to do that, and it'll drop the calories down on the other days. Again, obviously, once you save that, then you can obviously link that to your weekly view, and you can see where you're at. So obviously, mine's different because I've just changed it, but you can see here today and tomorrow is down as having 3,500, and the other days is down as having 2,400. Again, it shows what I've got left for the day. I've still been under every single day, and so on and so forth. So they are the 4 big options, the 4 main reasons why I prefer Nutracheck with tracking over MyFitnessPal. But there are so many other options in terms of what you can do. One thing, if I can see it, is preferences here. So meal subtotals, it's not that one. It could be meal occasions. Yeah, this one. So, generically it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Whereas this one, you can, depend on what your day looks like, it could be like me, breakfast, lunch, meal 3, dinner. Generally have 4 meals. So you can spread it out like that. And it's just a lot easier to see and put in, as opposed to like having a massive chunk in lunch and then a small chunk in dinner. When you export this as well, like when my clients export this file to me, so they share diary, say they share today. Let me see if I can view it. Obviously, there's nothing on it. I've just tracked mints. But basically, what it'll do is it'll allow you to share it as like a file. And then on that file, what I found really, really handy is that it'll tell you what time it got inputted as well. So you can sort of see if people have been fasting, if they've had lots of food in one sitting. If you put it in lunch, but they've had 2 sittings, you can see that that's obviously different. So it's really, really handy. That's why I prefer it. Try it out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you use it, if you use MyFitnessPal, if you're going to try it, and if you have any questions about training, nutrition, you know where I'm at. Hit me up. Lewis Neal _coaching on Instagram, or drop me an email at lewis@tribecoaching.co.uk, and I'll be happy to help anytime I can. Peace.